Hi everyone! Welcome to Experience Mapping video. My name is Joy and I'll introduce you to the exciting part of design process, one of my favorites, experience mapping. By this point, you should have gathered your research data and insights to create a visualization for further synthesis. Or you might have already gone through concept generation and you're looking for a tool to refine and visualize your concepts. Either way, this will be a great time to learn more about mapping. In this video, we're going to talk about mapping services, some different types of maps, and have a deep dive into a powerful tool, Journey Maps, and walk through the template. So let's get started. Experience maps translate complex information into a simple visualization. Mapping is a great tool to represent the current state of a service and to illustrate your future service concepts. Mapping services are a key part of the service design process for researchers and designers to make data and insights visible and concrete. Experience maps serve as a useful framework to aid research synthesis. The maps not only capture people, interactions, value exchange, and process within a service, but also reveal gaps in the service and identify areas of opportunities. Just as a geographical map that we use to find the location and learn how to get there, experience maps lay out the elements and help define the direction of a project. It is also a great tool to communicate research findings with others. The process of creating maps together helps teams to share insights and be on the same page as they progress. Experience map also sparks a conversation with clients, used as a tool to communicate and share research insights and discuss the direction of the project. In the process of mapping, something to keep in mind is that the map only represents the specific time and aspect of service. The information on the map depends on which insight you want to emphasize and which information to prioritize to the readers. Therefore, the visualization depends on how many layers you want to illustrate in the map and what you want to achieve from the map. Among various mapping frameworks, there are two types: Systems Map and Journey Map. Systems Map provides the overall view of a service as if you are a bird in the sky looking down the earth. Another way is mapping the journey in a specific actor's point of view over time. Systems Map includes Stakeholders Map, Process Map, and Ecosystems Map. Journey Map includes Customer's Journey Map or other actors, and also a service blueprint. Now let me show you some examples. Here we have Stakeholders Map, and as you see from the two examples, they can be represented in many different ways. It all depends on how you want to lay out the information. While the one on the left focuses on different levels of stakeholders by grouping them in 3 circular layers, the other one on the right highlights the value exchange of stakeholders and their relationships. Next, we have Process Map. The Process Map provides a view on how different entities play their role in the service. It identifies key actions and strategy and presents tools and products used in the service. Ecosystems Map is an extension of the Stakeholders Map and Process Map. The map is to provide a holistic view of the environment that service lives in by capturing every actors, tools, artifacts, platforms, strategies, and many more. Moving on to the next category, we'll cover the journey map in a moment, and service blueprints will be introduced in a separate video to go over more in detail. Please note that these are the foundational maps, and since every project has a different scope and framework, your map can adapt different aspects of these maps to what you need to highlight. Here I have 3 tips for mapping. First, never force a research insight into the map. Identify insights and familiarize yourself to all research data before you begin mapping. Second, keep in mind that experience mapping is an iterative process of testing the framework. It may start very messy, so be patient in the process. And last, enjoy the process. Not all maps need to be digitalized or refined. The examples shown were refined for presentation purpose. In real life, maps are sketches to help gathering insights, and not all gets to be refined and presented. And now let's dive into Journey Map. The goal of Journey Map is to visually represent what customers or end users go through when they experience a service. It also gives you a stage to identify gaps and areas of opportunities for your new service concepts. A journey map tells a user's story. It helps your team and your client to view the service in the lens of customers, shifting the perspective and gain understanding of the service in a different way, which help you to identify opportunities. A journey map captures customers' action, their emotions, and detailed touch points between customers and the service. The map also highlights any winning points and pain points of the existing service. Before we start, there are some questions to ask yourself and to your team. What is the state of this journey map? Is it based on the current state or the future state? Who is the main actor? For example, are we illustrating a customer's journey or an employee's journey? Which area are we focusing on? In which scope and scale are we creating this map? After reaching the consensus within your team, we can start creating and generating ideas for the map and framework. Here is a template of a journey map for you and your team to collaborate. As you see, we have 3 horizontal sections. The top has the guiding principles and description, the middle section has the journey map, and the very bottom section has the idea parking lot, where you and your team can note any thoughts, questions, concerns, ideas, and any other comments. Please feel free to use this as a starting point and make it your own map that represents your project the best. A journey map shows the end-to-end journey of customers. Therefore, a journey map follows a linear path with a timeline of several phases and stages. In this horizontal line, you'll capture customers' actions and touch points between customers and the service. Add more touch points or subtract as you need it. In this template, I divided the service and touch points into 3 different phases: before, during, and after. I'll walk you through each sections with an example of Uber to help your understanding. The before section includes how customers recognize their needs, search for a specific service, and become aware of the service. It involves any steps before the customers engage in the service. In an example of Uber, customers may need a place to go without a car, exposed to an ad, and decide to download the app. The during section starts once the customers experience the service. In the Uber example, touch points include opening the app, typing where you need to go, booking a ride, meeting the Uber driver, and getting off the vehicle. At last, the after section illustrates payment and any feedback that customers may give about their experience. In the Uber example, this may include the customer rating their ride and giving tips. After laying out all the touch points, think about customers' emotions and highlight their winning points and pain points of the service. In this template, the winning points are captured in green and the pain points are captured in red below the horizontal line. Then you and your team may identify the areas of opportunities which can help your concept generation. That is all I got for today. Thank you for watching this video and I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please feel free to reach out to me via email or LinkedIn. I'll be available this weekend at the Atlanta Glover Service Jam if you need any help on your map. Talk to you later.